What's up, Pax? This is Ponch here. I got some ideas for you for the Csaup. I know you're so excited for this thing, and you got your team name, and now you're like, what do we do to prepare for this thing? It's gonna be amazing. Okay, to start, this is not a backpacking trip. You don't need to bring a huge backpack full of all sorts of stuff. You're gonna be out for a few hours, maybe 3, maybe 4, on a trail, okay? And some other terrain, but you're not going out for days, all right? You don't need to pack the world, all right? But some of you are that kind of guy, and I know you're just gonna do it anyway, so whatever. First off, it's probably a good idea to bring some sort of a camelback. There's a couple options right here, but these store a bunch of water, and you can drink it out of a fun little hose, and you can throw in your camelback along with your water, protein bar, maybe 2. So, bring a camelback. As far as gear, what should I wear? Okay, some trail runners. These are some Hoka trail runners. I've seen a bunch of you have those. I've done this trail last year with my son, and I wore these Hoka trail runners, and they worked great. Something that you can step into the water with and then keep hiking up the mountain with. If you have smaller socks that you can get, that they get wet and then dry off, that's great. Polyester or whatever material. Wear some shorts, a t-shirt, tank top, whatever, something not made of cotton. Try to avoid cotton if you can, because you're gonna get wet and you don't want to be that cotton holds that water really well. So if you have something like these triathlon doohickeys here, you could wear those. You could wear those under some shorts if you don't want to show your stuff. And yeah, so you're going to be getting in the water, then you're going to be getting out of the water, and then into the water and out of the water. So plan for that when you're planning what you want to wear. All right. But remember, it's been like 100 this whole week. We're going into August. It's not going to get colder, and the water is not going to be cold. All right. It's being warmed right now as we speak. The snow's pretty much all gone. So anticipate warm water, warm trail. The water's going to feel great. You're going to be like, let me get in that water. Also, not a bad idea to wear a hat, put on some sunscreen, because the sun's going to be a real deal. All right. So also, one member of your team is going to be required to carry a phone, preferably something that has decent coverage out in the mountains. And so since you're getting wet and you're having a phone, you should have some sort of waterproof phone case. Here's a couple of options. This one's pretty bulky, made by Pelican. This and this thing's expensive. This is really cheap. You can find it on Amazon for like $6, and they work. I took it underwater in Hawaii, and it's great. So throw your phone inside there, inside your camelback. Forget about it. Have it in case you get lost or something. Maps. You're not going to need a map. You're going to be given a map of the course on the day of. All right, one for your team. So don't worry about your maps. It's just going to get wet, and we're going to give you a map that you can use. Plus, there will be volunteers out on the course making sure that you don't get lost. So, all right, so you've done the race. Yay! You did great. You had so much fun. You had the time of your life on this Csaup. You're like, when does the next one, Ponch? We got to do this again. Getting ahead of myself. All right, might be still wet. Bring a towel for afterwards. You're going to be carpooling with your team up there. There's not a lot of parking at the trailhead, so I don't want to have 50 cars show up there, because we'll just create a nightmare. So carpool with your team. So be respectful of whoever's driving. Bring a towel. Also, bring a bag, a grocery bag. What do you put in the bag? You put a change of clothes. Put a shirt, some extra shorts, undies, whatever you want. And then take your wet stuff off and put it in a bag. All right, so you don't get somebody's car all nasty. You're gonna wanna change clothes, because you're gonna wanna hang out and have some awesome barbecue and talk trail stories and talk Csaup stories. So bring a chair. Simple, right? You wanna hang out, have some barbecue? You don't wanna stand the whole time. You just did a race. You wanna have a chair. You wanna relax, chill. These camelbacks should have enough water in them for this amount of race. I don't anticipate that anybody really would need to grab water from the river that you'll be nearby most of the course. But if you really want to do that, if you feel like you're going to drink like a camel before he's crossing the Sahara, and you want to refill, you could bring a water purification system such as, this is a Sawyer squeeze, this is a Life straw. I don't think you need that though. If you have, if you can put it like a liter or 2, maybe 3 in a Camelback, that's plenty of water. Hydrate the day before, you'll be fine. We'll have water at the finish line. So in terms of like how to train, you're going to be going down 2,000 feet. You're going to be going through a river for a while, and then you're going to be going back up 2,000 feet. So do some hill work. If you want to train going through the water, go find a river, go find a pool, whatever. Get wet and then keep going. If you've done Spartan races, or Tough Mudders, you've gotten wet and you kept going. It's not a big deal, right? Like my man Conair always says, every time I've gotten wet, I've eventually gotten dry. So anyways, I hope this helped you guys plan a little bit more for this upcoming Csaup. If you haven't signed up yet, please do so. Sign up, get yourselves on there. This is a Csaup unlike any other, and every region we want you guys represented. So Delta, I'm calling you out if you aren't on there yet, get a team. South Fork, get a team. I see you Asgard, I see you represented Terracotta, I see you Gold Rush. Rubicon, are you on there yet? I'm just saying, this is right in your backyard. Sign up, get a team, represent your region, show how badass y'all are. See you later.
Morning, Pax. Wanted to touch base a little bit with you about the upcoming Csaup, August 12th. It's going to be here before you know it. So get out and form a team. Hopefully it's your shield lock. 3 to 5 member team. Start working together now. But I want to address something that's more important than the details, because Ponch has done a good job of explaining what needs to be explained. This is unlike any other Csaup you've had before. It's a big boy Csaup. It's going to be self-supported. And guess what? You're not going to get every nook and cranny and tidbit of information that you would want to have. Put your mind to rest. Remember what the underlying philosophy of F3 is. We're abandoning control, which is also known as information, in favor of preparation. You take the information that you do have and you prepare as best as possible for the event with that information. Ponch has a crew. I'm one of the guys on there. It's going to be our responsibility as the facilitators of this event to make sure that everybody is safe. But you are grown men. If we haven't raised grown men here in F3 and you're in your 40s and haven't figured this out yet, we got bigger problems. Call me right away. But I just want to let you know, get out there and start preparing. You don't need more information. You need to wear shorts and shoes. You need to bring some water. Change of clothes would be nice for afterwards. And I would bring a chair condom so whoever drives you up isn't ticked off of you the following week. So just form a team. And if you have a team, talk to the guys that you know beside you that don't and get them to form a team. Have a great weekend. I'm out.